Hello and welcome to video 5 in the short series on League Planner. So in the last video I showed you how to add players, and normally there would be lots of players here. In the case where you cannot find a player, I'll just mention another way of finding players if you cannot find them. So when we were here, if you cannot find someone, you can go all clubs, and sometimes that can help you. So if I just put in my own name again, it will come up with several people with my own name. And that can sometimes be helpful because it will, it can tell you, it doesn't in this case, but it could tell you where other members, which clubs they're members of. So, thing to be aware of is, depending on your league, is the number of sets. So in this case, in Division 2 onwards in North Devon, it is best of 2, so therefore there are only 2 spaces. In Division 1 there'll be a third space for the third set down here. So for each rubber there needs to be a result, and because it's best of 2, you can tie a match. So there are 2 ways you can put results in. You can firstly say who won, and you can either put the full set scores in, like so, or you can use a quicker notation. So basically you name the team and you put in the games that the other team managed to win, and when you click away it automatically fills in the rest of the score for you, which is useful. Now if you were to say that the other team won, then obviously this is not correct because it should show the scores in the other direction. So when you fill it in, it fills it in the other way around. It's more interesting when it's a tie, then you actually need to put in the whole score to show that it's a tie. Now you may have noticed that every time I put in a score and click to another rubber, it gives you a running total of the points score. So for North Devon it's 2 points per set, but note that this may be different for you if you're in a different league. And you basically repeat this all the way down, and hopefully you'll then have all the fields filled in and you'll have all the points filled in. So in the case of North Devon and 2 sets, it's a total of 16 points, and that should be that. Now in the case of matches that get unfinished, like a day like today where it is raining and you need to put in the score that you reached, we have an additional option down the right hand side, because if you say that the score finished at 5-3, then you'll get a red X saying that that is not normally how sets finish. But in order to mark it as an unfinished set, you just have to say turn off the score validation, which is essentially the checking, and yes, click away enough and it will accept the score because you said that is the final score. Now notice it still puts the overall score as 2-2 because this particular pair were leading by 2 games. So that is how you construct the results. And if I was just to fill in a few more scores just to be fair here, and the last one was a draw, so it's all nice and friendly. So it shows that it's 8-8, and basically you still get these are just checks that you filled in all the players. If you weren't able to find a player, then basically you just put in unknown, and for every unknown player in a match, after you save, the software will prompt you to fill in the names that you didn't know about, and you can then basically go back and fill this information later. Hopefully that explains it. There are documents that go with this video which show you all the various permutations and results that you can put in, but that is the basics of entering results on a scorecard.